TJ. Hello, Tyrone. Hello, Carrie. This is my last night in the Philippines, and I decided that we were going to make a tape to introduce you to Cleofe, my wife, and also to read a book to TJ. So I hope you're all listening. Cleofe, would you like to come? There you go. She's not used to being a movie star, so she doesn't really know how to act, do you?
No. Hi, DJ. Hi, Tyrone. Hi, Barry.
They're going to want to know if you come into the States.
Well, I'm not sure yet. Maybe if I have my papers, so maybe I could go with you in December.
She likes to shop too, Carrie. You like to shop, and she likes to shop, right?
I like to haggle too.
You like to haggle. Yes, she's a good haggler. She gets a good price. Anyway, TJ, now I know you're sitting there, and I know you're listening, and I know what you're doing. So now you got to sit down and be real quiet, be a good boy, okay? Okay, I'm going to read a page, and Cleofe is going to read a page too. By the way, Cleofe, she's your grandmother now. Can you get used to calling her grandma? How does that feel to be called grandma? Okay.
I'll never leave it now.
Uncle, oh, by the way, this is 1001 Dalmatians. Okay, see there's the first page. Pogo and Perditria and their 15 puppies lived in a cozy little house in London. The humans lived there also. Two, like Roger, who was tall and thin and played the piano, Anita, who laughed a lot. They all got along splendidly and were very happy. Then one day, the doorbell rang, and in came Corella DeVille, Anita's old friend from school. Now, this is the second page. See the pictures? Cleofe is going to read the second page.
Might not understand me, okay?
Yes, he'll understand you. Read just fine.
I'm so glad the puppies have finally gotten their spots, Cruella said, stroking their soft fur. I'll pay for them now. Pay for the puppies? Gasped Anita. Oh, Cruella, we couldn't part with them. Don't be silly, Anita, said Cruella. You can't possibly keep 15 puppies. We are not selling them, said Roger, and that's final. Furious, Cruella stamped out of the house. Yours.
One frosty night, a few weeks later, Pongo and Perdita went out for a walk with Roger and Anita. The puppies were at home, asleep in their basket. Suddenly, two men burst into the house. They put all the puppies into a big bag. Then they carried the bag out to their truck and sped away. Now we're going to see that there's all those puppies, all those Dalmatians.
After being in the truck for what seemed like hours, the 15 puppies found themselves in a room filled with many other Dalmatian puppies. On a couch in front of a television set were the two nasty men who had kidnapped them. The other Dalmatians told them that the men worked for Cruella DeVille, who had bought the puppies from pet stores.
Back at home, Pongo and Perdita were horrified to find their puppies missing. It's that Eva Corella DeVille, Perdita said, sobbing. She has stolen our puppies. Oh, Pongo, do you think we'll ever find them? I have a plan, said Pongo. Let's try the twilight bark. The twilight bark was a system of long and short barks used by dogs to pass along news. This is the next one. See the dogs there? Now they're getting ready to start the twilight bark.
The next evening, Pongo and Perdita went on another walk with Roger and Anita, while the Dalmatians were out there barked long and loud. They wanted all the dogs in London to be on the lookout for their puppies.
Pongo waited for someone to answer his barks. It was a very cold night. Most dogs were inside. Then Perdita added her bark to Pongo's, and at last they heard a reply. Message received. Most sorry about your puppies. Will do all I can to help spread the word. How the great thing. Here's the next page.
night, the twilight bark even reached a quiet farm where an old sheepdog, known as the Colonel, lay sleeping. "Alert! Alert!" shouted Sergeant Tibbs, the cat who lived on the farm. "Vital message coming in from London."
The next page. The Colonel lifted one shaggy ear to listen to the faint message. 15 puppies have been stolen, he cried. "I heard puppies barking at the old DeVille mansion," said Tibbs. "You don't suppose?"
The Colonel barked a message back to London. Then he told Tibbs, "We should investigate right away." They headed straight for the gloomy DeVille mansion. Tibbs held on tight to the Colonel's back as he rushed through the snow.
There's the next page. Once they arrived, Tibbs climbed up onto the Colonel's shoulders. He peeked through an open window. "Good night," said the cat when he saw all the puppies. "There are a whole lot of you. I'm looking for 15 puppies who were stolen from London." "I was stolen, cried Lucky, one of the puppies, "and so were my brothers and sisters." The men heard the noise and went to investigate. Tibbs and the Colonel ran away, but not before promising to get help. Oh, show the next. This is the next page.
The next morning, Cruella DeVille arrived in her car. "It's got to be done today," she cried. "But you couldn't get a dozen coats out of the whole caboodle," protested one of her men, pointing to the puppies. "Then I'll have to settle for half a dozen," said Cruella. "Just do it." She dashed out, then roared off in her car.
Sergeant Tibbs and the Colonel had returned just in time to hear Cruella give the order. "You kids had better get out of here before they make codes of you." Tibbs whispered. Then he shoved one of the puppies towards the hole in the wall. "It's too small," protested the pup. "Squeeze," ordered Tibbs, and the puppy got through. One by one, the other puppies followed. The next page.
Suddenly, the two thugs realized that the puppies were escaping. The chase was on. Tibbs and the puppies scooted through the dark halls of the mansion. Soon they found themselves trapped at a dead end. The thugs raised their clubs to strike. At that moment, Pongo and Perdita crashed through the window with a blast of glass and freezing air. The angry Dalmatian parents fought off the astonished men as all the puppies scampered to safety.
The next page. Once the puppies were safely outside, they thanked the Colonel and Tibbs and said goodbye. Then they hurried toward London. Pongo and Perdita led the way, the 15 puppies and all the other Dalmatian pups right behind them. When they reached a frozen stream, they carefully crossed the slippery surface so they wouldn't leave paw prints. Then they resumed the race home.
All along the road, the Dalmatians were helped by other dogs. A black Labrador retriever arranged for them to ride to London in a moving van. The Dalmatians waited in the shed while the van was being fixed. Suddenly, Cruella's big car pulled out outside. Somehow, she had followed their tracks. "Oh, Pongo," said Perdita, "how will we get to the van?" Pongo noticed lots of ashes in the fireplace. If they all rolled in the soup, they would look just like black Labradors.
Here's the next page. When the van was ready, the dogs marched outside. One after another, the soot-covered puppies were lifted into the van before Pongo had a chance to pick up the last one. A clump of snow fell from the shed onto the puppy. Pongo snatched up the pup, but the snow had washed away the soot. From her car, Cruella could see the white fur and black spots. "They're escaping," she shouted as the van moved away.
Faster and faster went the van, but Cruella's car drew closer and closer. She was screaming in anger. Then she began to yell in fear. Her car skidded on the icy road. Cruella tried to stop it, but her car spun around and slid into a ditch. The last Dalmatian saw of Cruella, she was standing beside her wrecked car, having a nasty temper tantrum.
You know, that's what you do, don't you? This is the last page. When the van reached the cozy little house in London, Roger and Anita were overjoyed. And when they counted the dogs, they discovered they now had 101 Dalmatians. "We have to buy a big house in the country," said Roger. "We'll have a Dalmatian plantation." And they did exactly that. Pungo, Perdita, and all the spotted puppies lived there happily ever after. Now, I got this book, TJ, because you like dogs. And you know Cleofe here likes dogs, too. She even has one. What kind of dog do you have?
Mini pincher.
A mini pincher. What do you call him? What's his name?
Poodle.
Huh?
Poodle.
Doodle.
Poodle.
What does that mean?
It's like a small lice. Or louse, I don't know.
By the way, I think I told you she's a doctor. She gives shots, don't you?
Yeah.
But she won't take shots.
I don't like injections. I hate them.
Well, I'm going to turn this tape off here in just a minute, but I wanted to do this one special with her here beside of me. And I'm hoping that everything works out before we can all be together after Christmas. She's going to try as soon as she gets her visa ready. It's okay. She likes to be good to me. I love her very much.
Well, I love you very much too.
Until we see you or talk to you on the phone. Alita,